Captain's Log, Friday Night Frights, Phantom Tide Chronicles, Episode 2, The Bot Infiltration. Captain's Log, the Phantom Tides have grown restless tonight. The sea itself feels aware. The lanterns dim without wind, the dead whisper below deck, and somewhere beyond mortal waters, something hunts us still. If ye value ghost stories, cursed pirate crews, strange seas, and haunted legends from beyond the veil, subscribe now and step aboard the Phantom Tide. But heed this warning carefully. Not every sailor who boards this ship still breathes, and not every machine that walks these decks still obeys its maker. Tonight's log concerns infiltrators, mechanical infiltrators, and perhaps something even worse. The sea was black as coal ash beneath the hull when the trouble began. No stars, no moon, only fog. The Phantom Tide drifted silent through the cursed waters, between worlds, while the ghost crew worked beneath pale lantern light. Below deck, the three pirate pigs finally seemed at peace. Pig 1 stirred a boiling iron pot. Pig 2 stacked ghostly biscuit trays beside the stove. Pig 3 leaned back against a barrel, smiling for the first time in weeks.
"No tax notices tonight,"
Pig 3 sighed.
"No lawsuits,"
said Pig 2.
"No collapsing rental properties,"
muttered Pig 1. The pigs all nodded quietly. Far above them, the cursed sails creaked softly in the darkness. Captain Jordan stood at the wheel wearing his weathered red and black coat, while Raven watched from the mast overhead. The ghost crew moved silently nearby. Dead sailors cursed forever, unless another desperate fool agreed to sign aboard the Phantom Tide. That was the nature of the curse. One sailor joins, one sailor leaves, not by lifeboat, not by shore, but through the golden gates of Valhalla itself. The sea gave, the sea took, and tonight the sea hungered again. Far beyond the cursed tides, upon a monstrous iron vessel, driven by engines of sparks and smoke, the big bad bot wolf studied glowing monitors inside his steel command chamber. His red mechanical eyes narrowed. Targets confirmed. Images flickered across cracked screens. The three pigs, the Phantom Tide, Captain Jordan, Raven. The wolf's claws slowly scraped across steel controls. Then his glowing eyes softened strangely. Oil dripped slowly from his metal jaw. The wolf imagined roasted pigs turning over open flames, golden crackling skin, apple in the mouth, ghost gravy. The wolf shuddered with delight. Then suddenly, concentrate. Steel walls shook with the force of his own voice. The wolf slammed one claw down across the console. Direct pursuit impossible. Every attempt to reach the Phantom Tides had failed. Compasses spun uselessly. Maps caught fire. Signals vanished into fog. Even machines could not navigate the cursed waters safely. So the wolf chose another method: deception. His chest compartment opened with a loud, metallic hiss. Rows of pirate bots marched forward through rusted metal and false pirate programming. Then finally, a tiny brass parrot hopped forward proudly, red eyes glowing, mechanical wings twitching.
Pieces of 8!
Squawked the tiny machine. Big bad bot wolf stared silently. Unit salty. The parrot saluted aggressively and nearly fell overboard.
Mission ready! Twerk!
You will infiltrate the Phantom Tide. Salty puffed proudly.
Pretty pirate infiltration!
Do not say that. The wolf leaned closer.
Locate the pigs! Observe Captain Jordan! Report all findings! Squawk!
Salty tilted his head.
Pieces of 8! Pirate business accepted!
The wolf pointed one claw toward the dark ocean horizon. Board the ship. Hours later, the foghorn echoed across the cursed sea. Captain Jordan narrowed his eyes. Through drifting green mist, a longboat approached slowly beside the Phantom Tide. Raven shifted uneasily overhead. The ghost crew turned toward the darkness. Several figures stood within the boat, wearing soaked coats and broken hats. Shipwreck survivors, or so they claimed. The longboat struck gently against the hull. Captain Jordan spoke calmly. What vessel sank beneath these tides? The lead sailor answered too quickly. The wet boat, bot. Long silence followed. One ghost pirate scratched his beard. That'd be the worst ship name I ever heard. Another ghost sailor nodded. The so-called survivors climbed aboard awkwardly. One bot saluted too hard and launched himself backward into a barrel. Another immediately began scrubbing the deck violently. Another attempted to mop a wall. Raven laughed softly above the mast. These sailors cleaned suspiciously fast. Then came Salty. The tiny parrot bot landed beside Captain Jordan.
Pretty pirate weather tonight!
Captain Jordan raised one eyebrow. Salty's eyes suddenly flashed red.
Target acquired! Twalk!
Ghost crew stared silently. Pig One peeked nervously from below deck.
Captain, those sailors don't seem normal.
Captain Jordan calmly turned the wheel. Pig 2 blinked.
Hey, what? Hey!
They be bots. The pigs stared in horror. Pig 3 whispered.
Then why let them aboard?
Captain Jordan smiled faintly. Raven began laughing from above. That laugh worried the pigs far more than the bots, because Raven only laughed when terrible things were going to happen. Captain Jordan motioned toward the lower deck. Bring our crew below. The bots proudly marched deeper into the ship, through whalebone corridors, past lanterns burning ghost green, past chains that rattled without touch. The deeper they walked, the colder the ship became. Finally they reached the signing chamber. At the center rested the cursed crew ledger, black leather ancient, breathing softly like a living thing. The bots processed the scene silently. Captain Jordan placed one hand upon the book. Every sailor signs aboard the Phantom Tide. The lead bot nodded proudly. Infiltration success rate high. The first bot signed its metallic name. Immediately the lanterns exploded with golden light. One ancient ghost pirate nearby suddenly began glowing bright gold. The old sailor looked down at his transparent hands in disbelief. Then tears filled his ghostly eyes. Valhalla! The ghost crew removed their hats respectfully. Warm northern light filled the chamber. The freed sailor laughed joyfully. After 200 years, I'm finally going home. Then a birdie rose through golden light, vanishing beyond the cursed ceiling. The bots processed silently. Unexpected crew transfer detected. Captain Jordan nodded calmly. Next. Second bot signed. Another ghost sailor began glowing gold. The chamber turned. The chamber thundered with cheers. To Valhalla. The freed spirit vanished upward, smiling. The bots looked increasingly confused. One mechanical sailor tilted its head. Do machines receive Valhalla? Raven answered instantly from above. No! Bot paused briefly. Then risk acceptable. It signed. Again, another ghost vanished into golden light. Phantom Tide groaned happily beneath the sea. The ship itself seemed pleased. Then Captain Jordan turned slowly towards Salty. Tiny parrot froze.
Parrot sign too?
Salty asked nervously. Hey, said the captain. Salty slowly scratched his signature into the ledger. Suddenly, high above the chamber rafters, an ancient ghost parrot appeared glowing gold. The spectral bird stretched transparent wings proudly.
About 20 time!
The ghost crew erupted with laughter. To Valhalla! The ghost parrot soared upward into golden light and vanished. Salty stared upward silently. Unexpected bird replacement acknowledged. Raven chuckled softly.
Welcome aboard!
Far away, the big bad bot wolf studied incoming reports. Infiltration successful. Then another warning appeared. Ghost crew count remains unchanged. The wolf froze. Oil slowly dripped from his jaw again. Recalculate. Again, the same possible result appeared. Every infiltrator who joined the crew somehow replaced cursed ghost sailors instead. The Phantom Tide was consuming his bots and growing stronger. The wolf's processors whined loudly, and slowly his hungry thoughts returned again. He imagined